Okay, so you asked for it. I have gone and done the helicopter basic training. I am not a helicopter pilot. However, I'm going to try and take the helicopter exams. This is the first one. It is 3,500 credits. Let's take the exam and see what happens. Big tip when doing the training on this one, make sure your trims are all set correctly and that you don't have duplicate mappings in the controls. Helicopters are hard enough to fly without having the controls fighting you and adjusting your trim as you go. This is your final check ride before obtaining your helicopter commercial pilot license. Time to show what you can do by performing a small cross-country flight at the helm of the G2 light helicopter. This top-of-the-line piston-powered rotorcraft is known for its safety, advanced technology and nimbleness. It should be a perfect fit for your examination flight. You'll be taking off from Bern-Belp Airport and then flying towards Thun Airfield, where you will land with a gorgeous view of the Bernese Alps. So, funny story, I actually passed this exam, and then when I went to normalize the audio for YouTube, the idiot that I am, I went and deleted the recording. So here we are, doing it again for a second time to prove that it was not a fluke. So I've taken the covers off, got into the helicopter, and we start the engines.
This short test is the last step towards completing your helicopter commercial pilot license. I know that you have been training for this with the Cabri G2. It's only logical that this is the rotorcraft that you will be flying today. As your pilot examiner, I am tasked with making sure that you perform a safe flight today. You will be taking off from Bern-Belp Airport and performing a small cross-country flight towards Thun Airfield. Follow basic safety rules. Apply the concepts that you learned throughout your lessons, and I'm sure that you will be doing fine.
Okay, so we test our taxi clearance.
Burn ground Delta, Romeo Bravo India Echo with Mike request taxi for takeoff, departing straight out.
Delta, Romeo Bravo India Echo taxi to and hold short of runway 14 via taxiway Kilo Alpha. Contact tower on 121.025 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 14 via taxiway, Kilo Alpha Bravo India Echo.
Okay, so everything's in the green, so we'll slowly move our throttle up to 50%. Again, I'm not a helicopter pilot, so I don't know the words that are used for helicopters. I'm using the word throttle. Don't sue me. Now we're going to move up a bit more until we start hovering, about 2 feet off the ground. And put a little bit forward pitching as we start to hover taxi. When you do get to the end of the taxiway, into the hold short, go further in than you think you need to, because if you do accidentally let too far back on the stick, oh, I'm climbing, oh, but don't land, don't land, I'm climbing too hard, oh, I'm out of control. Hover without touching the ground. Okay. So we need to hover in this box. Not sure why it doesn't think I've stopped. There we go. Request our taxi clearance.
Bird Tower Delta, Romeo Bravo India Echo at runway 14 ready for departure, departing straight out.
Delta Romeo Bravo India Echo QNH 101 tree departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 14.
Clear
Okay,
for
so I
takeoff,
acknowledge
runway
that.
14
And we'll
Bravo
taxi out
India
onto the
Echo.
runway. So recommendation, if you are trying to do these yourself, make sure that you don't have double mappings. One of the issues I had during the lessons was double mappings. So my rudder was basically acting as trim as well, causing huge issues. Right, so we want to speed up now on the runway, so we start pitching forward. We want to stay quite low though, as we do. Get to about 45 knots. Come on. There's 40. There's 45. Put a bit more throttle in now. Start climbing up. Start trying to balance out that ball. Trim in some of that forward pitch. I've done it again. I've got my trims set reversed on my stick. I totally forgot about that. It was about an hour ago I did this. I tried to recover my deleted file and I failed. So here we are doing it again. So we'll try to trim in for this now. We're losing a lot of altitude and we're not on the flight path anymore. Let's correct for that. So I'm trying to keep the balance ball in the middle. It's not the easiest thing to do without causing this massive side slip that I don't really want. I wonder if I just put...
Bravo India Echo leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Okay.
Burn
I was wondering if I
Tower
put just a
Delta,
little bit too much
Romeo
left.
Bravo India Echo frequency change.
Trim in.
Lima Sierra Zulu Whiskey Traffic Delta, Romeo Bravo India Echo 6 miles north, 2,500 feet inbound to land, runway 14.
So we're dragging it in quite slow. I'm guessing the wind now is picked up from earlier, because I was doing a very similar thing earlier and I was probably about 90 knots. I'm now at 80 knots. So that feels like the wind has changed. We're getting there. Slowly, for some reason we seem to be really slowing down. I'm not sure what's going on with that. We're climbing, so I'll just kind of pitch forward a little bit. That'll help me drop my altitude. Hopefully pick up a bit more speed. Okay, we're now approaching the field. So I am going to start moving my thing down, which I'll start dropping in altitude, which is fine. I'll announce that we want to land.
Lima Sierra Zulu
Finally
Whiskey
kicked
Traffic
in.
Delta, Romeo Bravo India Echo, is on final runway 14 to land.
So we need to slow down over this runway now. Now I don't want to land on the runway, so I need to put more in prevent that from landing. Then we'll turn around and we'll aim for that landing spot that they've delegated us. Again, we'll go slow. Slow, slow, slow. More power, more power, more power. We do not want to hit the ground fast. So come down gently. And stop the engines.
Congratulations on obtaining your Rotorcraft commercial pilot license. That was some smooth flying.
And let's see if I got an A again. Therefore proving at least it wasn't a fluke. There we go then. We got an A, 84% altitude, 87% path, 91% taxi path, and 100% helicopter handling. Everything went perfectly. I will cut now to show you what happens after the exam, because I do have that recording. And then if you found that helpful, please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Let's just see what happens after. Congratulations, commercial pilot license Rotorcraft passed. Allows you to fly a helicopter for compensation or hire and perform lots of fascinating jobs. Ironically, that's a picture of a fixed-wing aircraft. I have now got the G2 available in missions, and that's all there is to it.